At 70, life is supposed to be about freedom. Freedom to explore, to relax, and to finally check those bucket list destinations off your list. Travel brochures promise golden sunsets, exotic adventures, and the chance to make memories with loved ones. But what if I told you that traveling after 70 could come with hidden dangers that no one talks about? Think about it. We're often sold this idea that retirement is the perfect time to see the world. But the reality is, as we age, our bodies, minds, and even our daily routines change in ways that can make travel more complicated, and sometimes even risky. A dream vacation can quickly turn into a stressful, exhausting, or even dangerous experience. If you're not prepared for the challenges that come with it, I know this might sound controversial. After all, who doesn't want to visit Paris, take a cruise through the Caribbean, or spend time with grandchildren who live across the country? But before you book that ticket or pack that suitcase, there are 6 hidden dangers of traveling after 70 that you need to know about. These aren't just minor inconveniences. They're real risks that could impact your health, safety, and overall well-being. Now let me be clear. This isn't a video telling you to stay home and watch TV instead. Far from it. This is about empowering you to make smarter choices. Choices that allow you to enjoy life without putting yourself at unnecessary risk. Whether it's exploring your own community, planning shorter trips, or finding safer alternatives to long-haul flights, there are plenty of ways to stay active and engaged without jeopardizing your golden years. If you're new here, welcome to Golden Years Wisdom, where we tackle tough topics with honesty and provide actionable solutions to help seniors thrive. Stay with me until the end. I'll share practical tips and alternatives that will inspire you to rethink how you approach exploration and adventure after 70. And if you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you never miss future content. Together, let's navigate aging with wisdom, confidence, and purpose. Now, let's dive into the first hidden danger of traveling after 70. Danger 1. Overexertion and physical strain, the hidden toll on your body. The first hidden danger of traveling after 70 is one that many seniors underestimate: overexertion and physical strain. Traveling might sound exciting, but it often involves long flights, heavy luggage, unfamiliar terrain, and disrupted routines, all of which can take a serious toll on your body as you age. Let me share a story that illustrates this point. A few years ago, I met a man named Harold, a 72-year-old retiree who had always dreamed of visiting Machu Picchu. He trained for months, walking daily and even doing light strength exercises to prepare for the hike. But no amount of training could fully prepare him for the reality of the trip. The high altitude, uneven stone steps, and crowded trails left him exhausted and dehydrated by the end of the first day. By the time he returned home, Harold was so physically drained that it took weeks to recover, and his knee injury from the trip still bothers him to this day. Harold's experience isn't unique. Many seniors push themselves too hard while traveling, thinking they'll rest when they get back. But here's the truth: your body doesn't bounce back the way it used to. Even activities that seem manageable, like carrying a suitcase through an airport or walking around a new city, can leave you feeling sore, fatigued, or worse, injured. And it's not just about physical activity. Long flights, time zone changes, and disrupted sleep schedules can wreak havoc on your energy levels and overall health. For example, sitting for extended periods during a flight increases the risk of blood clots, a condition known as deep vein thrombosis, DVT, which is especially dangerous for seniors. So, what can you do to avoid overexertion while still enjoying life? Here are some practical alternatives. Explore locally. You don't need to cross borders to experience adventure. Take a weekend trip to a nearby town, visit a local park, or explore cultural spots in your own community. These options allow you to stay active without overwhelming your body. Choose accessible destinations. If you do decide to travel, opt for destinations with minimal physical demands. Look for places with flat terrain, accessible transportation, and plenty of opportunities to rest. Cruises, for instance, can be a great option because they offer convenience and relaxation without requiring constant movement. Pack light. Heavy luggage is one of the biggest culprits of physical strain, while Traveling. Invest in lightweight suitcases with wheels and pack only the essentials. Remember, less is more when it comes to protecting your back and joints. Listen to your body. If you're feeling tired, stop and rest. Pushing through fatigue can lead to accidents or injuries that could have been avoided. It's okay to skip an activity if it means preserving your health. Stay active at home. Instead of planning a big trip, focus on staying active in your daily life. Go for regular walks, try water aerobics, or join a senior fitness class. These activities keep you healthy and energized without the added stress of travel. Traveling after 70 doesn't have to mean sacrificing your well-being. By being mindful of your physical limits and choosing smarter alternatives, you can still enjoy life's adventures without putting unnecessary strain on your body. If you've ever pushed yourself too hard while traveling, leave a comment below, sharing your experience. What did you learn from it? Your stories could help others avoid the same mistakes. Danger 2. Financial scams and exploitation. The unseen threat to your wallet traveling after 70 can expose seniors to financial scams and exploitation, a hidden danger that many overlook until it's too late. Whether it's booking a trip through an untrustworthy agency, falling victim to overpriced medical services abroad, or encountering pickpockets in crowded tourist areas, the risks are real and can leave you financially vulnerable. For instance, I once spoke with a woman named Alice who lost thousands of dollars to a fraudulent timeshare deal while on vacation in Florida. A trip meant to be relaxing turned into a logistical nightmare when she realized she'd been duped. Seniors are often targeted because scammers assume they have savings and may be less familiar with modern fraud tactics. Even something as simple as exchanging currency at an unofficial booth or renting a car from a disreputable company can lead to unexpected fees and headaches. To protect yourself, always research destinations thoroughly, use trusted travel agencies, and consider sticking to domestic trips where legal protections are stronger. Additionally, investing in comprehensive travel insurance that covers emergencies and pre-existing conditions can provide peace of mind. While exploring new places is exciting, staying vigilant about your finances ensures you return home without regret or unnecessary stress. If you've ever encountered a scam while traveling, share your experience in the comments below. Your story could help others avoid similar pitfalls. And if you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Golden Years Wisdom for more practical advice on navigating life's challenges after 70. Stay tuned for the next hidden danger. It's one that affects your emotional well-being more than you might think. Danger 3. Emotional burnout. The overlooked toll of overscheduling, traveling after 70 often comes with high expectations to make the most of your time, see everything on the itinerary, and create unforgettable memories. But what many seniors don't realize is that this pressure to do it all can lead to emotional burnout, leaving you feeling more drained than fulfilled. Picture this. You've spent months planning a dream vacation, poring over guidebooks, booking tours, and mapping out every detail to ensure nothing is missed. Yet when you finally arrive at your destination, instead of feeling relaxed and excited, you find yourself overwhelmed by an endless list of activities. You're rushing from one landmark to another, skipping meals because there's no time to sit down, or lying awake at night replaying the day's chaos in your mind. It's not the serene escape you envisioned. It's exhausting. I once met a couple, both in their early 70s, who decided to visit 10 countries in just 30 days. Their reasoning? They wanted to cross destinations off their bucket list before they felt too old to travel. On paper, it sounded ambitious and exciting, a whirlwind adventure spanning continents and cultures. But by the end of the trip, they were so physically and emotionally drained that they couldn't even enjoy their homecoming. When I spoke with them later, they admitted that the constant movement left them irritable, disconnected from each other, and regretting not savoring simpler moments instead. They described how the thrill of seeing new places was overshadowed by the stress of keeping up with their jam-packed schedule. Days blurred together into a haze of airport terminals, crowded streets, and hurried meals. What started as a journey, meant to bring joy, ended up straining their relationship and leaving them longing for the comfort of home. This kind of emotional burnout isn't uncommon among seniors who feel pressured to maximize their trips. Travel brochures and social media paint pictures of perfect vacations filled with breathtaking views and carefree exploration. But the reality is far less glamorous. Navigating unfamiliar places, communicating in different languages, or dealing with unexpected changes like flight delays or lost luggage can quickly pile up, turning excitement into frustration. For example, imagine trying to figure out public transportation in a foreign city where signs are written in a language you don't understand. Or consider the disappointment of arriving at a famous museum only to find it closed for renovations despite being listed as open online. These small setbacks may seem minor individually, but over the course of a trip they add up, creating a mounting sense of exhaustion. The truth is, traveling isn't just physically demanding, it's emotionally taxing too, especially when you're trying to keep up with an unrealistic pace. Many seniors push themselves harder than they should, believing they need to cram as much as possible into limited time. But this mindset ignores the toll it takes on mental health. Instead of enjoying the experience, you might find yourself constantly worrying about logistics, comparing your trip to others, or feeling guilty if you miss something on your list. And let's not forget the physical strain that comes along with overscheduling. Long days spent walking, standing, or sitting in transit leave little room for rest, which is crucial for maintaining energy levels and emotional resilience. So, how can you avoid falling into the trap of emotional burnout while still making the most of your travels? The key is to slow down and prioritize quality over quantity. Instead of trying to cram multiple destinations into a single trip, focus on exploring one place deeply. Spend time immersing yourself in its culture. Try local foods, attend community events, or simply sit in a park and observe the rhythms of daily life. By slowing down, you give yourself permission to truly connect with the environment around you, rather than racing through it. Another option is to opt for shorter, more manageable trips closer to home. Local adventures allow you to explore new experiences without the added stress of navigating unfamiliar territory. Whether it's visiting a nearby town, attending a cultural festival, or taking a scenic road trip, these alternatives offer opportunities for discovery without overwhelming your schedule. Comfort and familiarity also play a significant role in reducing emotional strain. Staying within regions where you speak the language, understand the customs, or have access to familiar amenities can ease the transition into travel mode. For instance, choosing destinations within your own country or neighboring areas means you won't have to deal with language barriers, currency exchanges, or drastic cultural differences. This doesn't mean sacrificing adventure. It simply means tailoring your plans to fit your needs and capabilities. Remember, the goal of traveling isn't to see as much as possible. It's to enjoy what you do see without letting it become another source of exhaustion. If you've ever felt overwhelmed during a trip, leave a comment below sharing how you handled it. Did you adjust your itinerary mid-trip? Did you decide to skip certain activities to prioritize relaxation? Your story could help others avoid the same pitfalls. Danger 4. Healthcare gaps. The risk of being far from home traveling after 70 can expose seniors to significant health risks, especially when it comes to accessing medical care in unfamiliar places. While travel brochures paint pictures of exotic destinations and relaxing getaways, they rarely mention the challenges of finding quality healthcare abroad or even in remote areas. Imagine falling ill in a country where you don't speak the language, understand the medical system, or have access to your regular doctors. A viewer once shared a story about her mother who suffered a stroke while on vacation in Thailand. Not only was the language barrier a major hurdle, but navigating an unfamiliar healthcare system added stress and complications that could have been avoided. Even traveling domestically can pose risks if you're far from your trusted physicians or hospitals equipped to handle pre-existing conditions. Insurance coverage is another concern. Many policies don't extend fully to international trips or emergencies, leaving you vulnerable to exorbitant costs. To mitigate these risks, consider sticking to destinations with robust healthcare systems, like Canada or Japan, or opt for domestic travel where legal protections are stronger. Additionally, investing in comprehensive travel insurance that covers pre-existing conditions can provide peace of mind. Virtual travel experiences through documentaries or online tours are also a great way to explore the world without jeopardizing your health. If you've ever faced a medical emergency while traveling, leave a comment below sharing your experience. Your story could help others avoid similar pitfalls. And if you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Golden Years Wisdom for practical advice on staying safe and thriving as a senior. Stay tuned for the next hidden danger. It's one that affects your emotional well-being more than you might expect. Danger 5. Losing your routine. The silent disruptor of well-being. One of the most overlooked dangers of traveling after 70 is how it disrupts the daily routines that keep you grounded and healthy. As we age, our routines become more than just habits. They're anchors that support our physical and mental well-being. Whether it's taking medication at the same time each day, enjoying a morning walk, or savoring a familiar meal, these small rituals provide structure and comfort. But when you travel, especially for extended periods, those routines often fall by the wayside. Skipping your morning stretch, forgetting medication because of time zone changes, or eating unfamiliar foods can spiral into bigger issues like sleep disturbances, digestive problems, or even anxiety. I remember meeting Margaret, a 76-year-old, who loved cruises but admitted that the constant buffet meals and late-night schedules left her feeling sluggish and unwell. She told me, "I didn't realize how much I relied on my routines until they were gone." Traveling doesn't have to mean abandoning your habits entirely. Packing medications in a pill organizer, scheduling downtime, and prioritizing destinations where your routines can stay intact are simple ways to protect your well-being. For example, choosing a trip closer to home or planning shorter excursions allows you to maintain some semblance of normalcy while still enjoying new experiences. If you've ever struggled to keep your routines while traveling, share your story. In the comments below, your tips could inspire others to plan smarter trips. Danger 6. The financial burden. How travel can drain your savings faster than you. Expect traveling after 70 might seem like the perfect way to enjoy your retirement, but one hidden danger that often catches seniors off guard is the financial toll it can take on your savings. Many people assume that traveling during retirement is a reward for years of hard work, but without careful planning, it can quickly become a source of stress and regret. Flights, accommodations, meals, and activities all add up, and what starts as a modest vacation can spiral into an unexpected drain on your finances. For example, I once met a couple in their late 70s who decided to take a once-in-a-lifetime cruise around Europe. They had saved diligently for retirement, but they underestimated how much extras like shore excursions, onboard expenses, and souvenirs would cost. By the time they returned home, they had spent nearly a third of their annual budget in just 2 weeks. This left them scrambling to cut back on essentials for the rest of the year, which only added to their stress. And it's not just big trips. Smaller vacations or frequent weekend getaways can also chip away at your savings if you're not mindful. The problem is that many seniors don't realize how these costs compound over time, especially when combined with other retirement expenses like healthcare, housing, and daily living. To make matters worse, some seniors feel pressured to spend more than they're comfortable with while traveling, whether it's to keep up with friends, impress family members, or check off bucket list items. Before you know it, the joy of exploration is overshadowed by financial anxiety. If you're considering traveling, think about setting a realistic budget and sticking to it. Prioritize experiences that truly matter to you rather than trying to do everything. Alternatively, explore affordable ways to satisfy your wanderlust, like taking road trips closer to home, staying with family or friends, or even enjoying virtual tours online. These options allow you to create memories without jeopardizing your financial security. If you've ever felt the pinch of overspending on a trip, leave a comment below sharing how you handled it. Your story could help others avoid the same pitfalls. Final thoughts. A message to you, our valued viewers. As we come to the end of this video, I want to take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed today. Traveling after 70 is often painted as this glamorous, carefree experience, a chance to explore new horizons. make memories, and embrace adventure in your golden years. But as we've uncovered together, there are hidden dangers that no brochure or travel ad will warn you about. From overexertion and financial scams to emotional burnout, healthcare gaps, disrupted routines, and even the strain on your savings, these risks can quickly turn what should have been a joyful journey into a stressful ordeal. Now, let me be clear. This video isn't about telling you to stop living life to its fullest. Far from it. This is about empowering you to make informed decisions, to weigh the pros and cons before packing your bags. Because here's the truth. Exploring. The world doesn't always mean hopping on a plane or crossing continents. Sometimes the most meaningful adventures happen closer to home, in your own community, with people who matter most, doing things that bring you joy without compromising your health, safety, or peace of mind. Think about it. Instead of rushing through a crowded tourist destination halfway around the globe, imagine spending an afternoon at a local park, watching the sunset. Instead of cramming activities into every hour of your day, picture yourself enjoying coffee with a friend or taking a leisurely drive through scenic countryside roads near your hometown. Adventure doesn't have to be extravagant, it just has to feel fulfilling. And when you prioritize simplicity, accessibility, and comfort, you open up opportunities for experiences that enrich your life rather than drain it. But perhaps the most important takeaway from today's discussion is this. Your well-being comes first, always. Whether it's saying no to a trip because it feels overwhelming, setting boundaries with family members who encourage overscheduling, or simply choosing to stay home because it's what makes you happiest, your choices matter. At this stage in life, you've earned the right to put yourself first. Don't let societal pressure or unrealistic expectations dictate how you spend your time. If anything resonated with you during this video, if one of these hidden dangers struck a chord, I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever taken a trip that left you feeling more exhausted than fulfilled? Or maybe you found creative ways to satisfy your wanderlust without leaving your comfort zone. Your stories could inspire others facing similar decisions. And if you're finding value in our content here at Golden Years Wisdom, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you never miss future videos. Every week, we dive deep into topics designed to help seniors thrive, whether it's navigating relationships, making smart lifestyle choices, or finding inspiration for living fully and fearlessly in your golden years. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue creating content that educates, empowers, and uplifts. Before we part ways, I'll leave you with one final thought. Aging is not about limitations. It's about recalibrating your perspective. It's about finding beauty in simplicity, strength in resilience, and joy in the moments that truly matter. So whether you choose to travel, stay close to home, or embark on entirely new kinds of adventures, remember this. The best journeys are the ones that leave you feeling whole, happy, and at peace. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It lets us know we're on the right track. Share it with someone you think might benefit from hearing these insights, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments. We read every single one, and they motivate us to keep going. Until next time, take care of yourselves, cherish the present moment, and live each day with purpose and gratitude. See you soon.